On this episode of Lapeef, Let's Talk.
We're saying black people in America are the only ones that embrace that model of parenting.
Right. Well, I didn't say that. I don't think anyone.
I'm asking everybody.
No one. Again, you're trying to compare. No one said that.
I'm not trying to do anything. I'm asking a question, Kay.
You are comparing because you said black people. Now you said Lebanese people.
Kay.
You're making a comparison.
Pause. Kay, I'm asking a qualifying question. Okay. And what I asked was, is everybody on the panel saying black people are the only ones that follow this model of
no one said that.
I asked a question.
And that's the answer. Yes, no one said that.
It's not, okay. It's not, nobody said that. It's a yes, no, nobody's saying it. No, I'm not saying that. No. It's a simple yes or no. Like, I don't understand. I'm lost.
You didn't understand no one said that when I said it?
I do not understand that when I asked yes or no.
In the past few hundred years, I think there's a big difference between black people in America and people who are first generation from any other country in the world. Like, I think black people in America are in a very unique situation. So trying to compare the way that black people in America, operate and the culture and everything to, let's say, certain parts of, I don't know, China or certain parts of Nigeria or something, it's just not the same thing. So that's why I was wondering, like, Chicago, when you were bringing up Asian, which, by the way, there are tons of different types of Asians.
But they looking at a lot of TV, K.
But I didn't know Chicago if Logic was talking about, like, the American context.
I just want to know for the show tonight. I just want to know, is this about to turn into I absolutely have to be right?
I'm not sure what I'm just
not you, Kay. I'm just asking the panel in general because it feels like I absolutely see. Anton went and dug in his phone and found a Asian contact for you, right?
I can give you 5 more if y'all want to.
I got Asian contacts. I'm not gonna sit up there and call my man for you. We having a conversation. Either you trust what I'm saying or you don't. And you can assume I watch TV and I'm informed by my opinion off of watching TV. No.
I think a lot of people are just making a lot of assumptions about a lot of things. If I understood correctly, Logic's point was that in the black community, it's like, stereotypically what I say goes. You're gonna do what I say under my roof and all that. And he's just saying that if Anton thinks, and he said that he thought it too, he admitted that just now or whatever, that the culture is trash or whatever. He's just saying, then how does he reconcile that? How does Anton reconcile
easy?
Anton's here.
What Anton led with, the way that you raise your child is they have to see you doing it first.
Yes, and what Logic says, what he said specifically was, people say, do what I say and not what I do. And I specifically say on a regular basis, do as I do, which is one of the reasons why I'm the man that I would want my daughter to marry. I am the example first. The whole example that I use for Courtney is that the way that I teach my child is by how it is that she sees me and her mother interact. That's literally the thing that I use as an example. And Kay, answer your question specifically, what I say is that the things that, because you always want to leave out the context, what I say is the things
I don't want to leave out the context.
Most within the black culture is trash. That's the context. The things that people love most about it. That's the context.
No, the context you use is black culture is trash.
Right,
and if black culture is trash, they're using that same parenting model that you're talking about. That was my whole point. If me and you agree, and I don't see this is what I don't understand how the people not get this. If you and I agree that black culture is trash, and we can agree that parenting model of the dictator is the exact model that they use.
I don't think that they use that model.
Yes, they do.
Yes, they do. The black
I can't believe you now you.
Wait, so are we? Wait. Let me ask you this. Can I ask you this, Courtney? Courtney, can I ask you this?
Everybody on this panel.
I remember you had
friends with your kid, and you think that I support that?
No, go ahead, Court. Go ahead.
Well, no, really, you was asking me something.
No, go ahead. Well, whoever was talking, go ahead and talk. I'll get it in. I ain't gonna forget, Court.
You know, Courtney, I think the word disingenuous is very, very necessary and needed.
No.
Very necessary and needed, because it's so funny, because in order to try to make a point, because again, this is just the goal of this whole conversation for most people is just to be right. Like, they'll take out all of the content. They'll remove all of the support.
Anton, this is available on the internet. We were all here. You have said these things about Black culture multiple times with no misunderstanding. You have stood on it for months. This was Courtney. When was that first show?
You didn't even want to talk. You didn't even want to talk.
What does that have to do with anything? I'm talking now.
You didn't even want to talk until you start having an opportunity to interrupt people. You can't. You have said you can't even wait your turn for 5 seconds for somebody to finish their statement.
Oh, Anton. Okay, make it into that. Make it into that.
Good point.
That's what you gotta play. Go ahead. Make it into that.
Make a good point, which speaks exactly to what I was saying, Courtney, about being disingenuous. Because, like I was saying, people are more dedicated to being right instead of actually trying to find a real solution. And they don't care, and that's why they'll remove the context. That's why they'll cut you off. All of this other type of stuff, because the parenting model that I have, I don't care. Listen, we all have different opinions, but on this, as far as marriage and parenting, I'm right and I'm the king. I'm the king of parenting.
This is so ironic.
I'm the king of parenting and marriage. And Kay, you don't have either one. You ain't got a marriage.
This is so ironic.
So how you gonna sit here and tell me what it is?
I'm not telling you anything.
You ain't got either.
Okay. I'm not telling you anything. I'm telling you that it is ironic that you're talking about people wanting to be right by any means, when literally that's how this conversation started with what me and Logic were saying. You shut that down by saying, no, I'm right no matter what. And then you just said it again.
On this one, I am.
Now, like, it's just ironic.
I am right on this one, 100%.
So then, okay.
All right, y'all.
Well,
wait. Hold on, JR. I know you got to push it forward, but I had a question for Courtney, because I got you. Because we're saying that in Black. So let me ask y'all this. And Courtney, I was going to ask with the Lebanese men that you talk to, and that's only other ethnic group that I know that you've had conversation with. You haven't admitted it publicly that you've talked to anybody else, so I don't want to assume. But the Lebanese men I know. Are we saying that Black people are the only people that say, "Do as I say"? Is that what we're saying for parenting style? We're saying Black people in America are the only ones that embrace that model of parenting.
Right. Well, I didn't say that. I don't think anyone.
No, I'm asking everybody.
No one. Again, you're trying to compare. No one said that.
I'm not trying to do anything. I'm asking a question, Kay.
You are comparing, because you said Black people. Now you said Lebanese people.
Kay.
You're making a comparison.
Pause. Kay, I'm asking a qualifying question. Okay. And what I asked was, is everybody on the panel saying Black people are the only ones that follow this model of
no one said that.
I asked a question.
And that's the answer. Yes, no one said that.
It's not, Kay. It's not. Nobody said that. It's a yes. No, nobody's saying it. No, I'm not saying that. No. It's a simple yes or no. Like, I don't understand. I'm lost.
You didn't understand. No one said that when I said it.
I do not understand that when I asked yes or no.